Good evening, parents. Once again, I'm online at Bringles. So, let us talk about the most discussed topic among the parents um, child, parent child relationship, the parent child bonding, and why it is so important. So, let me introduce first myself. This is Riddhi Doshi Patel, a child psychologist and a psychotherapist by profession. I'm a TEDx speaker, and yes, after last Friday, we are once again here going to talk about parenting. And in particular, parenting, we're talking about parent-child bonding. So let us start from the basics. What is bonding? Why is bonding important? You know? So, a mother, before I mean to say a mother, before a lady decides to conceive, or I would say when a husband and wife decide to conceive a child or to start their family, it is very, very important for a lady to first bond with her own self, to be understanding her own self, to be understanding her self-worth, and to create a self-bonding before they decide to go ahead with their family. Now, why it is important, first of all, for the mother? Because it's a law of nature that a lady conceives a child, and she bears the child for 9 months and her whole life is there. And in this journey of 9 months, the child picks up every emotion, every feeling what the mother undergoes. And hence, to create a further bonding while the child is out in the world, it is important that the mother creates first a bonding with her own self. Now, how to do that? So, for every lady, for every woman, it is important that the woman understands what is her self-worth. The woman understands what are her strengths, and then she needs to understand how does she want to have her life later on, or once she becomes a mother, and then they can go ahead with the family. While the child is in the womb, say the heartbeat starts, the child understands. The brain of a child, now again, this is a very deep subject which I'm not going to get into it at the moment, but a child's brain in the womb, a fetus brain, is equivalent to an adult brain. The child understands each and every emotion, each and everything a mother passes through, the phase. So it is important for the mother to create a strong bonding of love, care, and assurance with the child while the child is in the womb. And so it is important for the father. So being a psychologist, when to-be parents, they come to me asking for some tips. My tips for the parents is, once the child's heartbeat starts in the womb, start talking to your child, create a bonding. हमारे पुराने ज़माने में हमसे पहले के जनरेशन और उससे पहले के जनरेशन. So my nanny and my mother used to talk to me about Garbh Sanskar. And it always used to, excite me about understanding what Garbh Sanskar is all about. And I started getting deep into the subject, and I understood that Garbh Sanskar and Garbh Samvad is something where you bond with your child. Yeah? So while the child is in the womb, start talking to your child, create a bonding in such a way that while the child is in the world, And while this child starts the journey, okay, from 0 months to 2 years, 1 year to 2 year to 3 year, or while wherever the child goes, the child feels comfortable and secured coming to you, talking to you, discussing with you. Or that can happen when the mother has created a strong bonding with the child while the child is in the womb. Going a little ahead, तो कैसे करना है आपको वो? अपने आप से बॉन्डिंग क्रिएट करिए. सेकंड, अपने बच्चे से क्रिएट करिए while the child is in the womb. Talk to the child each and everything. If you felt hurt about something, talk to the child that yes, I felt hurt, but it is okay. I know how to work on this feeling. No, because the child understands. उनको पहले से समझाइए that it is okay to feel hurt. It is okay to cry. मैंने रो लिया. It's fine. Now I know how to work on this. You know? So there's always a way out. So all the issues or the problems you face, and talk to the child. Everything. Now, when the child is in the world, already in the world, and you've given a birth to your child and create. The first bonding you create with the child is, have you ever heard that mommies, when they are taken up to the, operation theater, if they are undergoing a C-section or a natural birth they are trying to give, they always say that keep the child on my chest. That's the first bonding a mother creates after the child is out. Such a beautiful relationship. Or the father takes the baby in the hand. You know, the first touch of the parents matters a lot to create a strong bonding with your child. Going a little further, ensure that you give a lot of positive strokes to your child while you wake up your child or while you make the child sleep. Lullabies gao, touch khub sara karo. A lot of warmth the child needs, and these are all the basics of creating a wonderful bonding with your child. What next? So while the child is out in the world, talk about your daily routine with to the child. आपका बच्चा 3 महीना 4 महीना का है, उससे बातें करिए. पता है आज ये हुआ था. Albeit the things which a child needs to know, talk only that much. But talk. Talking is the best thing you do with your child. Talk, communicate. बहुत सारा बातें करो. उससे जनरल नॉलेज की बातें करो. सुलाते टाइम पे कुछ भी बातें करो. दिन में उससे खेलते खेलते कुछ भी बात करे. जैसे ये हमारा नेशनल एंथम है, ये नेशनल बर्ड है, ये नेशनल कलर है, एवरीथिंग, नेशनल एनिमल, खूब सारा बात करो. Because 0 to 12 months is the time you are seeding a sense of security in the child. You're seeding a sense of love in the child. You're seeding a sense of care in the child. Or empathy. These are the 4 things 0 to 12 months में आप बच्चे में सीड कर सकते हो, उसको समझा सकते हो आपकी एक्शन से, आपकी बातों से. And now you understand how important it is that 0 to 12 months is where a very strong bonding is created. Have you ever noticed that while the child is out in the world, he or she feels comfortable with particular people and doesn't feel comfortable with certain set of people. Why? Because they are the ones with whom the mother is either comfortable or the mother is not comfortable. So the child understands each and everything, each emotion, each feelings. Later, आगे बढ़ते हुए. Now, when we are talking about 0 to 12 months and why we are talking about bonding, why is bonding necessary? It helps in creating a good and strong mental health of your child. तो जो बेसिक्स में आप देना शुरू करोगे बच्चों को, उसको एक सेंस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी आएगी that there are people for me, and there's a sense of confidence is created. within the child that yes, I can do it. And जब भी आप बच्चे से बात भी करते हो from 0 to 3 years, instead of telling the child that तुम ये नहीं कर सकते हो और ऐसा कैसे कर दिया, how did you do this, I mean this is not you, or we often say that I didn't expect this from you. You're such a naughty child. You're such a bad child. How did you do such a behavior? You know, these are the words we usually use. Instead of this, you can say, Acha, how did you manage to do this? Did you jump? How did you feel? Did you hurt yourself? Okay, so that's a lesson learned. We need to be a little careful next time. But I want to understand from you, when you jumped, how was the experience? How did you feel? When you do such talks with your child, you're not breaking the confidence of your child, but indirectly you are telling your child that yes, be careful, take care next time. And this is important for the child's confidence and the bonding you create with your child of security, love, warmth, and care. Okay, what you give as a parent to the child is exactly what you will get from the child. So do everything which you expect that you will get, and you will love to get back later on. Growing a little ahead, like from 3 to 5 years of age, how would you create a bonding? I always tell the mothers that be a bridge between the father and the child. Okay? Your father can't do this. Or this one is expected from your father. वो तो लेट ही आएंगे ऑफिस से, वो तो नहीं कर सकते हैं. Let me do it. Let me help you out to do it. Papa wouldn't understand. Familiar लग रहा है ना ये सब sentences? You should avoid, because indirectly आप बच्चे को ये मैसेज डाल रहे हो that I am the best, your father is not good. He doesn't have any capabilities and he's of no worth. You understand? So that is a very indirect message that child is taking from you. The child is understanding. That's the hidden message the child is getting from your talks. Okay. So be a bridge between the father and the child. Everybody has his weaknesses. Everybody has the strengths, a self-strengths. Okay. Highlight the strengths, camouflage for a moment till the initial years, the weakness. No need to highlight weaknesses, because one impression created or seeded in the child's mind is going to have very ugly repercussions later on. Okay, so let us avoid. And that same applies to the father as well, you know. So while you are creating, the child mirrors you. The child mirrors the parents till at least 10 years of age. So while you are with your child, be very careful on what words you use, what communication you do with your spouse or your family members. Very important, because it is exactly been taken up, grasped by the child and given when you will have least expected that this will come out from his or her mouth. Okay. Have family time. So family time is something which I always advocate. Family time is something wherein decide one day, either Saturday or Sunday, whichever is convenient for you all. Okay. And sit. Any amount of siblings, like children you have, like 1, 2, 3, fine. Parents and the children need to sit at a particular time. So keep it fixed. Like if it's say it's Sunday 9 o'clock, it has to be 9 o'clock every Sunday. Now, why family time? So what we do is throughout the week, हम बच्चे को टोकते रहते हैं, ये मत कर, वो कर, ऐसा क्यों कर दिया, अरे ध्यान रख, ये टूट जाएगा, oh be careful this glass, it is decoration, it will break. How funny you sounded by talking this. This dress doesn't look good. Don't we do that? No. Let the child experiment with colors. Let the child experiment with few things in the house. Make your house child friendly so that आपको बच्चे को टोकना ही नहीं पड़े. Let the child gain exposure as the way. And this is completely a way of creating a strong bonding with your child, because आपके बच्चे को पता है आप उसको नैग नहीं कर रहे हो, बट आप उसको एक तरह से सपोर्ट कर रहे हो टू अंडरस्टैंड द वर्ल्ड, है ना? So, what family time and why family time? So, while the family time is on, talk to the child of all the events, of all the things that has happened and throughout the week. जो भी अच्छा, जो कुछ ज्यादा अच्छा नहीं था. So, do not say bad, but say this is something which I appreciate. So, parents come out of the particular word good and bad. You know, find synonyms for that. So say, I appreciate what you did. This is something which me as a parent would not have done. है ना, मुझे समझ नहीं आती जो आपने इतना अच्छे से किया. So appreciate. And some things which you really didn't like, or you like your child to understand that this behavior was not good, say, this is something which I really don't appreciate. Can we together work on it? Did you see the difference what language I'm using right now? I'm using the language of we. We matters a lot for a child. एक अपनापन सा लगता है, एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम लगता है बच्चे को, है ना? And during the family time, as you would like to talk to your child on what you appreciate and what you don't appreciate, give space to your child to come and talk to you. What the child liked about you and what the child really didn't appreciate, है ना? So give that space. No cross questioning, plus family time. Giving a very non-judgmental space to each other within the family to talk. And such a strong bonding you created, yeah? And family time, you can start involving your child for the family time right from the age 4. Your child can talk. And you will be amazed the way they come and talk to you. Now, there are a few more activities which you can do to create a strong bonding with your child. First is family time. Second, pick up a sport together. So let me talk about me. I had a water phobia, a strong water phobia I have. So, and my child started going for swimming. So initially I just asked my husband to accompany, and both of them were doing swimming. The little one was learning and my husband was enjoying his share of swimming. And then I thought that why not I use the time to overcome my phobia of water and create a bonding with my child. So recently, we both are going for swimming classes now, both of us. And we love each other doing this, you know. And since he is senior to me in swimming, he would come and say, Mama, you're not supposed to do this, right? It's not a matter of ego when your little one comes and talks to you about something which he or she excels in, and if you're not. Give the space for your child to talk, because when you allow your child to tell you something, the child knows that I have to accept when my parent tell me something. आप समझ रहे हैं? एक स्पोर्ट साथ में करिए. Second, gardening. No, it's not second, it's actually third. So from family time to a sport to now we are going to gardening. Now, why gardening is important? Today I went for a shopping and I got a little a pot, yeah, a frog-shaped pot, something very different. And my little one loves gardening, so I always emphasize on gardening. Why? 3 things from gardening you can solve. Concentration. Second is patience. Yeah, and the child is within the nature. Something which we have always stopped the child from doing. Germs hai, mitti hai, ye hai, wo hai. Just not to stop the child from doing such things, but to encourage, right? Outdoors, encourage. Take the child to the garden, gardening. You have a veranda in your house, a balcony in your house, have some pots, gardening. The child understands that if I sow something today, eventually within 7 days, 8 days, I will see this small sprouts. You know, the child looks forward for it. You are also inculcating a sense of hope. It is important for a child to dream. Recently, I have been on board on Dreams on India, and this is something which I've been always advocating. Let your child or allow your child to dream. Why? Because while the child dreams, the child has a sense of hope. Hope for something better, hope for a positive future, hope for something which is the child's expectations from self, from the world, from the family also. So hope बहुत अच्छी चीज है. ड्रीम, let the child dream. If the child comes and tells you, मुझे लगता है मुझे एस्ट्रोनॉट बनना है, yes, why not? Explain what astronaut does, है ना? अच्छा वो तो बात की बात है, देखेंगे ना? No, don't do that, right? Listen. Very, very important for parents. You are creating a bonding with the child. So let your child dream, let your child hope, and that comes from gardening. Hope comes from gardening. Concentration comes from gardening. Patience comes from gardening. है ना? आपका बच्चा सुबह जाके वो प्लांट को देखेगा and the child will see small sprout. See the sense of satisfaction and happiness on the child's face. उसने कुछ किया, मेहनत किया, उसका रिजल्ट वो देख रहा है, right? Isn't this beautiful? Involve yourself as well in this whole process of gardening. एक bonding create हो रहा है. Okay. दूसरा, while the child is 1.5 or within 1 year, 2 months or 3 months, when the child starts sitting, है ना? जब वो water colors आते हैं ना, water colors की छोटे-छोटे plates बना दीजिए and put your palms inside the watercolors. I mean the color platter, and what do you call it? Paper, a huge paper that's called a chart paper, and start moving your hands on this and make your child do that. Avoid colors like dark green, red, and black. Give any color, rest of the colors your child wants to do. भले वो अपने body पे लगाए, भले वो paper पे करे, कुछ भी करे. Let the child do it, and you also do it. है ना? वो fingers use करिए, knuckles use करिए, thumb use करिए, right? This knuckles, the finger things also. Then elbows. Then let the child use the feet, and you also do it. See how good you feel, and you create a relationship with the child which helps immensely on for the child's mental health. So, one more bonding activity. Apart from these basics, okay, I always tell the moms, the moms who loves to cook, who are in the kitchen in the evenings, all the mornings, take your child, बैठा दो प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर, है ना? तरकारी और कुछ भी बच्चे को दे दो, आटा दे दो गुनने को. Let the child play with it. So while you are cooking, you're talking about that particular vegetable to your child, about that particular pulses with your child. And while you are doing this, two purposes are solved. One, that your child's general knowledge is increasing. Second thing, you're creating a bonding with your child. You're talking everything on earth. And third, the child is able to create a strong motor skills, the gross motor skills, है ना? So एडवांटेजेस है. जब आप कुकिंग करते हो वो टाइम भी अपने बच्चे के साथ यूज करिए बॉन्डिंग क्रिएट करने में. You need not go out for child bonding, activities and all. You can have it within your house, within that four walls of your house. You can do a lot of things. Apart from this, बड़ी सी थ्रेड ले लीजिए, छोटे छोटे बीड्स रखिए, एक तरफ से अपने बच्चे को बिठा दीजिए, आप डालो उस बीड्स को थ्रेड के अंदर, इस तरफ से मैं डालूंगी. And involve the father as well. So father, mother, and the child, right? And then write the scores. Who did the maximum? You're teaching the numbering to your child, and side by side, you're creating a strong bonding with your child. So many things to be done with your child that creates a strong relationship. Now, why is this bonding important? So often parents come and tell us that मैंने तो सब कुछ किया था, but पता नहीं क्या हो गया, है ना? तो हो जाता है, हम कहीं कहीं कम्युनिकेशन में गलती आ गई होगी तो हो गया. It's okay. We are also learning, है ना? जब भी आपका बच्चा is on the earth, it's in the world, yeah. You are also born as a parent, so it's okay, right? Don't get into that guilt zone, but start working over it. So now, where this bonding will help you? while the world is moving towards AI, right? A 360-degree turn. It's the world is moving towards AI. It is very difficult for a child to sustain in this world of AI if you have not created a bonding with your child. You have not created a space, a non-judgmental space. You have not given to your child to come and speak to you or discuss with you. You have not taught empathy to your child. You have not taught humanity to your child. You have not taught how to understand one's worth to your child. Your child will fall a prey to depression, early depression by the age of 11, 12, or substance abuse during these days, right? 12 साल के बच्चे, 13 साल के बच्चे, they get into this trap of substance abuses. Why? Because somewhere they didn't get the space to talk freely with the parent. और दूसरा क्या होता है कि जब आप उनको वो स्पेस नहीं देते हो और जब आप उनकी क्वेरी सॉल्व नहीं करते हो, the child tries and use other mediums like relatives, friends, or Google, as a matter of fact, and you don't know whether the information shared is age appropriate or not, whether it's the right age to make the child understand certain things, right? So it's very important that you create a strong bonding with your child. And secondly, if the bonding is created well, you will be able to instill a sense of confidence in the child. And if your child is confident, you will understand the way they walk and the way they talk as well. So let me share an example with you. Recently, I had a case, and mother said that the child, 7-year-old child, was got to me, and the mother said that he's very naughty, I feel, and teachers say that he doesn't complain for anything. अपने आप खत्म कर लेता है. So अपने आप खत्म कर लेता है. So I was little like, I started smiling. So the mother actually got offended that you're supporting the child for the naughtiness. I said, no, I'm not supporting the child, but I want to understand. अपने आप खत्म कर लेता है मतलब क्या करता है? So I asked the child, क्या हुआ था क्लास में that the teacher complained? So the child says, कुछ नहीं, इसने मेरा रबर ले लिया, तो मैंने जाके मेरा रबर उसके कंपास में से वापस ले लिया. So I said, did you not inform the teacher? I did inform the teacher, but teacher ने नहीं सुना. मैंने 2 बार बोला, teacher ने नहीं सुना, तो मैंने अपने आप कर लिया. I said, okay. So I said, did the child hit you when you were touching his compass? Did the guy try to, hit you or take away the compass? हाँ, उसने मुझे मारा. पहले तो मेरा उसका कंपास छीन लिया because मैंने बोला कि मेरा रबर मुझे चाहिए, मुझे पता है तुमने अंदर रखा है. And he gave me a slap. So I said, what did you do? He said, I gave him one back. I said, आपको ठीक नहीं लगा कि आप मम्मा को बताए कि टीचर को बताए? No, auntie, I feel मैं कर सकता हूँ. इतना बड़ी चीज नहीं थी that I complained to my mother. Now, isn't it good? Right? I feel it's okay. Let the child manage. So I often receive the complaints that मुझे स्कूल में से नोट आया. The mothers come and tell me that I got a note from the school that a child is is getting bullied, or इसने इसको ये कर दिया या बोल दिया या कर दिया. It's fine till the time the child is not doing something which is harming somebody else, and the child is able to manage on their own. Don't interfere. Let the child understand how to manage certain things. Interference from your end for each and every choti cheeze also will make the child incompetent to face the future. So बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जब we are talking about bonding, because for creating a strong bonding with your child, it is important कि ये छोटी छोटी चीजें you take care of it. And now coming to the fathers, yes, I am reading the chat and it said that why are we fathers ignored? No, I don't want to ignore your fathers at all. So fathers, what can you do? So while the mothers are feeding the baby, wo katori or spoon and everything, you can talk to your child while the child is, eating. Okay. Instead of TV, mobiles, or laptops, or everything, you talk to your child. Talk to the child everything, because you don't know when it comes back to you with a lot of surprises, or achhi wali surprises. Talk about the world, what is happening in our country, what is our country all about, what is a religion, whatever you want to talk about. But child appropriate बातें करिए बच्चे से, बहुत जरूरी है. स्पोर्ट्स में आप बच्चे को लेके जाए, जैसे छोटे छोटे क्रिकेट खेल लिया, या बॉल कैच, you can be a part of that coloring thing, what the mother and the child is doing, you can be a part of that as well. So बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो fathers भी अपने आप को include कर सकते हैं to create a strong bonding. Or a small tip for all the fathers, to be fathers, while the child is in the womb, each day put your hand on your wife's stomach and tell the unborn child, I love you and I'm going to be there to support you. Same things the mother need to talk to the child. You are creating a strong bonding with your child. I hope, parents, there are some tips and some takeaways from the session today. Please create a strong bonding. Otherwise, जब world AI की तरफ जा रहा है, बहुत जरूरी है. I don't say technology is not correct. It is very much useful, but appropriately it needs to be used, है ना? और उसके साथ appropriate age पे in an appropriate way is the mantra for use of technology. और आपने अगर बॉन्डिंग बच्चों के साथ क्रिएट किया हुआ है, इवन इफ देयर इज अ इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी और पीयर इन्फ्लुएंस, your child will come and talk to you and you will be able to help the child. अगर आपका बच्चा आपसे बात ही नहीं करेगा, बोलेगा ही नहीं, आप कैसे उसको हेल्प कर पाओगे? आप समझ रहे हैं ये बात? बच्चे के लिए to be there is very important. Be there, right? So when your child comes and talks to you, the bonding gets affected. I'm sorry. When you tell the child that ऐसे कैसे हो गया? Why did you do this? The reaction spoils the bonding. Dear parents, understand. Never react. Listen to each and everything that has happened with the child. Give them space, because अगर आपने एक बार react किया, आपका बच्चा आपके साथ कभी भी बात नहीं करेगा खुले दिल से. बहुत जरूरी है आपके लिए समझना, right? So I'll see you next Friday once again with one different topic, which is very important for parents to know. Why I use important very often? Because parenting is not good, not bad, no conscious, no happy. It's a memories which you're creating for your own self, for your child, by creating a strong bonding with your child. Thank you so much. See you next Friday once again on Bringles.